Hello everyone, this is another quick demo to show you how to configure your PDF emails for DBXL 3.0. In our presentation we showed a demo of how to submit a form and how it would generate the PDFs and send those in email, but we didn't show you how to configure it, and so that's what we're going to do next. Is we're going to quickly show you the steps to configure it. The first step is to open up your DBXL installation page, find the admin tool. You'll click on system document types. You'll find the Qt render mapping. That document type is what controls the PDF mappings. And to open up the PDF mapping for your form, you'll either need to create a new one or open an existing one. So I'm going to switch to Rima, and she's going to show you what these pages look like. Rima?
Yeah, I got it. So here is my DAT. So this is the DBXL admin tool, and under system doc types you will see Qt render mapping. Once I click on this edit configuration, I have the Qt render mapping general tab open, and then I switch to documents. And here we will open this mapping file, which is here, and this is where you fill out your Qt render mapping.
Okay, so let's go through this. Let's go through this file. So if they're doing this for the first time, they'll click New instead. And let's just go through these fields for a second and show them. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The first thing they need to do is give a name for the mapping on top. They need to select the different kind of rendering so you can actually render PDF or XML documents. And then you're going to specify the document type that you want to render the PDF for. That's any document type in your system. It's not system document type. You're going to specify a view. In this case, we've got a view in our form for submitting from Formotus. Even though we showed it from the browser, you would pick the view that you actually want to send an email, that you want to, actually this is the view that's going to be used for the PDF rendering. There's some configuration options about when to render it. You can render it when the document's first submitted, when it's updated. You can even put a condition in to control the rendering so that it's based on a data in your form, which is pretty cool. And then the rendering can be saved either as an attachment or as a document inside of DBXL. There's a special document type called Qt file, which will also allow you to store the rendered PDF. When you're naming the PDF, then you can give it a name. You can also just default it. The default is the document ID. If you add something in the naming expression, you can actually give it a specific name, and then you can specify where to archive it. In this case, we're going to archive it on our share network folder. And this is actually the location. This is the folder location, not the name. So we need to probably provide a little more detail here in terms of what the archival location is, but it's basically an XML path to the folder. And the same is true for the email subject. That's an XML function, an XML path function that will specify the subject line for the email. In this case, we're including text from the data from the form, concatenating that with some stock static text. We select the view that we want to appear in the body. If we don't select the view, we can also just put in some static text. We can make this blank, and we can just type in what we want the body to be. And then we have some options down below for specifying where the email is going to be specified to come from and where it's going to. In this case, we have notifications at formsboard.com. That's an email address that we have set up on this server. And this is all documented in your documents as well. On the to address, we can make this dynamic by specifying an email address from the form, which is the manager's email, and it's going to CC then the person who submitted it. And we can also add BCCs and so on. And then finally, at the very bottom, after the BCC, we've got the ability to specify where the attachments are in the form and how we should name them when we extract them and attach them to the email. So once you've configured it, of course, you're going to want to test it. So make sure you save it, and then you'll want to test it, make sure it's working, and pretty much that's how easy it is to configure the PDF email mapping. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email support@qdabra.com. Thank you.